Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you some problems you might have to do around numbers of protons, neutrons, and electrons, and symbolism. So where I want to start off is I'm just going to say that we have an atom, and that atom has 20 protons. It has 20 neutrons, and it has 18 electrons. And I'm going to want you to turn this into a symbol. Or the symbolism that we use with the abbreviation in the middle, and then when we had atomic number down and to the left, mass number up and to the left, and charge up and to the right. You're not going to see these lines when we do this for real, so I'm going to get rid of them. Alright, so down and to the left is our atomic number. That gives us the number of protons, and we know that the number of protons is 20, so we're going to put that down and to the left. Up and to the left is our mass number. So mass number, we know, is protons plus neutrons. So if you look over here, we have 20 protons and 20 neutrons. That's going to make a mass number of 40. Remember, protons and neutrons are the mass-bearing particles. And then finally, we got to do charge. And if you remember through the video that I first made there, charge can be figured out just by subtracting the protons and the electrons. So charge is going to go up and to the left. Protons minus electrons, that's going to be 20 minus 18. So we have a charge of +2. And that's kind of the new thing. So the symbol here is going to be calcium, and it's a +2 ion. Remember that since this is positive, it has a name. It's a calcium cation. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this down, and I'm going to put another set of protons, neutrons, and electrons. Then I'm going to give you a second to try to figure it out, and then I'm going to fill it in myself. You're going to need a periodic table for this, so you should have that out. Alright, so this new substance I'm going to give you, and let's say it has 17 protons, 17 neutrons, and it has 18 electrons. What you should do is pause this now and see if you can figure out what the sort of symbol would be with the numbers and the abbreviation. So take a second to do that. Alright. So what we know here is that we first look at the fact that this is atomic number 17. This is 17 protons. So I'm going to put that down and to the left. I'm going to look at my periodic table and find that chlorine is a substance with 17 protons. Going to the mass number is going to be protons plus neutrons, right? Protons plus neutrons. And so that's going to be 34. That goes up and to the left. And then the last thing we have to do is subtract the protons minus the electrons to get the charge. So we have the number of protons, which is 17. We have the number of electrons, which is 18. And we find that we're going to get a negative number. And that's correct. The charge of this chlorine is going to be -1. And I'm going to first write -1, and then make the point again that when we have ones, we don't write them. So I'm going to erase it too. So when you just see a negative up here, that's going to mean that it has a charge of -1. And I think I'm going to stop here for this, and then I'm going to do another video doing these problems in the opposite direction. So good luck.